Hello everyone, this is Group 9. Today we're going to talk about Hardanger fiddle, which is a conventional Norwegian string instrument. This presentation is divided into three parts. For starters, I'm going to introduce it and list its main features and functions. The modern version of this fiddle resembles a violin, with a tiny difference of 8 or 9 strings and a thinner wood. The strings are classified into two sets, 4 strong and played like a violin, and the rest, named understrings or sympathetic strings, resonate under the influence of the belt 4. The Hardanger fiddle was designed based upon European fiddle, but with differences, the most apparent disparity being the second set of sympathetic strings set under the 4 main strings. All of the 9 strings are thinner than those of violin, with the D string have a responsive metal in a characteristic spaced-out pattern. It is shorter than a regular fiddle and has a plain fingerboard and bridge. It is delicately decorated with a dragon head sculptured on the peg box, characteristic Norwegian sealing named Rosemary on the edges, and mother of pearl embedded on the fingerboard. The fiddle serves not just as an antique exhibited in the Granger Museum or placed quietly in a transparent box and on a shelf in the offset museum store, but it is in constant demand for research, educating displays, and performances.
Well, let's talk about something regarding historic and cultural background of Hardanger fiddle. Firstly, the Hardanger fiddle is a Norwegian national instrument, and the oldest known example of this type emerged from Hardanger in western Norway around 1651, and it becomes popular in Norway between 1750 to early 20th century. Now, let's move to its historic and cultural significance. Some research indicated that some special national instruments like Hardanger fiddle are created by the inherited national music arts. Therefore, Hardanger fiddle is an inevitable part of Norwegian national music history. On the other hand, the Hardanger fiddle as a folk instrument, it can reflect character of country and people's life within a particular cultural context. Meanwhile, traces of the old and simple music of Norwegian folk music can be found in the rhythmic figures and resonant tone colors produced on the Hardanger fiddle. Therefore, this instrument includes elements of oldest national music culture and tradition of folk music, play a significant role in its culture. Furthermore, some famous Norwegian violins like Old Blue spread Norwegian folk music to the world through playing the Hardanger fiddle. Consequently, this instrument functions as a medium to spread Norwegian culture to the world, and the cultural significance of these instruments is reinforced to a great extent.
Hi everyone, I'm Yuvan. In part 3, I will explain the emotional response to the Hardanger fiddle. This is my first time to hear this traditional instrument, so I found some performance videos on YouTube and searched some reports about the live performance. Although the shape of Hardanger fiddle is likely to violin, but the sound is very unique. There are diversified music styles. The performance always describe a different atmosphere like lively, affectionate, and cadent. Performer always step on the beat with feet, and as the audience always naturally dance to the rhythm. The emotions experienced are the result of a close interactions between the music and the images. There is a musical expectations after I watched the performance on the internet. The Hardanger fiddle aroused my interest in learning more about the traditional instrument and the culture behind it. The next part is our conclusion part. We have already introduced Hardanger fiddle is a traditional instrument, which is highly decorated with a dragon. Furthermore, the purpose and the symbols of this object also be explained in part A. Moreover, Hardanger fiddle has a significant historical value for spreading the Norway culture and links the emotional contingent between audience. That's the end of our presentation. Thanks for listening.